currently aboard the podium, we have a South African crew by heading by under the team Treasury 1, repping number 258, named by Hennie and one more, both piloting a Toyota Hilux.
معنا الآن فريق Treasury 1 مع السائق الجنوب أفريقي هيني دي.
So in true Hennie de Klerk fashion, he got into the car, settled down, very quickly put his foot down, and he had a really nice run. If we look at the numbers on the board and the time, he was would have been sort of 40th fastest, and they did make a navigation error, which would have cost them the best part of a minute. So that would have put us within 1 minute of the fastest cars, which is really like a lack of time. However, because of the navigation error, there is the possibility of an hour penalty, which will drop us back down the order now in terms of our start time. So we've just got to wait and see what the final result is.
Okay, so Hennie, we're here at last. I mean, after all the preparation and that, you finally had the car under racing conditions. Although not part of the race, it really gives us an indication. So just give us an overview of how it went this morning and this afternoon.
Yeah, it was a relatively short prologue, so only 23 kilometers, but they gave us 60 kilometers liaison out and then 70 something like that back again and stuff like that. But the 23 was proper racing conditions. I was really looking forward to the 23 to get a feeling for obviously the car in these conditions. Also, we've gone back from a 38mm restricted to the 37. Dakar allows us only a 37, where we actually think this V8 is slightly underpowered because of the 37. We should actually have a 38. But that's an ongoing debate with the organisers and stuff like that. So we were definitely a little bit underpowered, but then we looked at the suspension setup and so forth, and it was quite sandy. Us being car number 58, because I think there was 1 or 2 withdrawals in front of us. But you know, it was only sandy, and obviously 58 cars or 57 cars, 3 hours ahead of it, with quite deep tracks, you know, so the car bumped a lot. I actually asked Char if he can lift it slightly because we hit a lot of sand and you get all that sand onto the windscreen and stuff like that. So you know, then for a fraction of a second you can't see. So obviously you slow down a little bit, and it was up and you know it was fairly flat, but there was lots of bumps and also, the other thing is when you car 58, you know, the ruts get so deep, you know, you worry that, you know, if you're going to come maybe 2 or 3 after each other, it will unsettle the car. So I was very, although on the one side we were really pushing it, I was very cautious to make sure we won't make a mistake. Then we had a navigational error, so we got a 1 hour penalty, which is really, if the whole thing up a little bit. But luckily today doesn't count. Today is only determined starting position tomorrow. So I think currently, with our penalty, but Nasser got a penalty, lots of you know, top guys got penalties. So yeah, we got a 1 hour penalty.
So does that carry through into the race?
It doesn't. I don't think so. I hope because today doesn't count. Count. Today's time doesn't count to overall time. So I don't think so. But I think the 1 hour penalty will just give us a worst or a less.
And it's a warning that you've got to be on point. You can't make those mistakes, otherwise it's going to be expensive.
Exactly
in the race and the racing conditions.
I mean, we were. I mean, it's so. I mean, I don't even know where we missed it. I know at some point John was unhappy in the direction we were going. He said, "I must go left. We can't." You know, we go left. Then we made a U-turn. You know, we went back, so we lost a bit of time. So from a racing pace point of view, I think we had great pace. You know.
Yeah, because I think you're only 2 minutes off the leaders, eh?
Yeah.
So on the stage, so you obviously shows that we're on pace with the big guys. Yeah. The car's obviously then competitive. You competitive.
Absolutely, yeah. And like I said, the car's also definitely underpowered with our 37. Those turbos really got grunt. There was a couple of straights. You know, when you have a turbo, you get the current down much quicker, and then even through the corners, you know, because they spin up the turbos, they just get much more power through them versus us. You know, we ref it all the way. So yeah, I'm very happy. I think the car did well, Jean did well, I did well, so everything went well. It's unfortunate about penalty, but it just determines our starting point for tomorrow. So I think currently we're 54th tomorrow from starting, but tomorrow is 470 kilometers. You know, that's big day one. I think from what I've heard between the lines, very rocky, so we're going to have to be very cautious tomorrow. You can't do 470 kilometers and have more than 2 punches, even if you have, you know, you know, you really got to look after the car and the tires. And it's only day one of another 13 like that. So, but yeah, happy overall. Just a pity about our penalty and our waypoint. But like you said, that's exactly what happens. If you miss a waypoint, you can get a 1 hour penalty. So you
so
can
it's
really
expensive. So you rather got to tap off and make sure that you don't make these errors.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. So, yeah, but so far so good.
Yeah, and I think we're happy. I mean, it's, you know, we came in, it was going to be a gentle start. You settled down in the car, all the kind of stuff, you're comfortable. So I think it's a job well done for today. And I think, and tomorrow you'll be confident climbing into the car that look, we know we can't run with the factory guys.
Yes.
But we know that the car's got the pace, and well, that's how we can stay close.
We are much quicker than the factory guys when they have a puncture. Okay.
Okay, lekker man.
Thanks.